Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel of another dodgy review of another dodgy product. This time I have a product that I think will be the perfect Christmas gift for any gamer out there, young or old. Probably older the better because it's all retro games, but I think even kids would love this. What I'm talking about is the Anbernic RG35XX Plus, which is basically like a little handheld retro gaming console. I'll be very honest, this is not the first one I've had. I did have the RG28XX, which is a great little machine, but I found it a little bit too small for my fingers. So I gave that one to my brother, and I ordered myself this one, which is a bit bigger and it's a little bit better ergonomic for your fingers and hands and stuff, the way you hold it. So what we're going to do is we'll have a quick little review. I'll give you my feedback on all the costs. So I bought this from AliExpress for £38, including all taxes and shipping. Oh, actually, no, it is £38 on AliExpress, but I paid 32 because it's in a sale. So I think we're kind of in like the Black Friday sale at the moment. You could definitely get it for about that price. Ordered it on the 3rd of November and got delivered on the 11th of November. Which is 8 days, which is quite weird because the first one I ordered, that also took 8 days. So you order it on AliExpress from the official Anbernic, I think it is, store. So yeah, it's very consistent, 8 days on both, which is really good. The specs of this one is the 3.5-inch screen, which is 640 by 480 IPS, 3,300 milliamp hour battery. They said you get about 8 hours from that. I would say you probably get more 5 to 6. But to be fair, I was playing a lot of PlayStation 1 games, which I can imagine takes a lot more processing power. So I think it might be dependent on what you play and like how bright the screen is and stuff. When you order these, there's two options, 64 gig and 128 gig. From what I understand, it gives you a lot more games when you get the high capacity. But I think you get 2 SD cards because the unit itself has 2 SD card slots. If you get the 64, only one of them is populated and the other one is empty. So you can add another card with more ROMs if you want to. It comes in 3 colours, smoked clear. I'll call it UK Nintendo because it looks exactly like an old school Game Boy. But I'll show you in a second. And white. What else? I've got the 64 gig version and there's thousands of games on there. So don't feel like you'll be missing out, but I probably would recommend going for the bigger one just because on the 64 gig one, you don't get any Mario games. So no Mario Kart, no Mario World, no Mario Brothers, nothing. So I've managed to find ROMs and put them on there, so give me those games. But those are the main games I was looking to play on the system. So I think definitely go for the bigger one with the more games, because from what I've seen online, the bigger one does come with Mario and Tetris and games like that, which is like the more popular games that you'd buy this for. So the games I've been playing most, original Mario Brothers, Super Mario World on the SNES, NBA Jam on the Mega Drive, which I love, and Colin McRae 2 on the PlayStation 1. What else have I got here? Sorry, I've been making loads of notes as I've been playing this over the last few days. Yeah, to transfer more games on it, it's really easy. Just take your SD card out of the unit, put it into an SD card reader on your PC or Mac, find the folder for the ROMs that you want. I think like Super Nintendo is Super Famicom, Nintendo Entertainment System is just Famicom. So you just go find, like, I think it says FC or SFC, or it will say Mega Drive or Atari or 2600 and stuff like that. And then you just copy the ROMs over, don't have to do anything, take the card out, put it back in the machine, and your games are on there. When you run the games, there's 2 different kind of systems. You've got embedded and emulator. Some games work better in one than they do the other. But it's just about, if you load up a game in one and it doesn't play very well, the controls are a bit off or something like that, come out of it, load it up in the other one, and I've always had it runs on either of the two, so it's not an issue at all. Right, so what we're going to do is now a little bit of an unboxing. So this is the actual unit when it gets delivered. What I'll do is now though is I'm going to switch to the overhead camera. So here is the unit as it comes in a box. What we do is we'll take that out. You don't really get much in the box. You do get a screen protector, which I have put on, and you do get a USB-C charging cable in there, but everyone's got thousands of those, so we won't need that. So it comes packaged quite nicely with a little phone protector, and there is the actual unit. So you see what I mean about the old school Nintendo Game Boy colours. The unit itself's got 4 buttons on the back. Power button, reset button, card slot 1, card slot 2, headphones, USB-C, volume up and down, and a micro HDMI, I believe it is. So what I'll do is I'm going to boot it up now. Because I physically properly switched it off last time, it does have like a quick restart, so you don't have to go through this every time. So it don't take too long. The unit I did have before this, the control, it was like a sideways layout, so the controls were either side. But I struggled with the buttons because they were just on the top corners. But with this, it's a lot nicer, as you can see. So here's the actual unit itself. So I've got some favoured games. Let's go for a bit of games. We're just going to go to Colin McRae 2. The only thing I struggle with is the button layout is Nintendo, but I'm used to Xbox and PlayStation. So on Nintendo is here, but like which is normally go forward, and go forward is here on the PlayStation, Xbox. So we go. So we're going to a rally, single race, 1 player, player's guest. Forward focus, auto, intermediate. Let's go with Greece. The speaker on it isn't the best, but to be honest, you're not going to be playing a game like this, a console like this, for the sound quality. It's more about the experience. But as you can see, it fits in my hands really nicely. My 2 fingers are on the back buttons. Let's do it there so you can see. And as you can see, game runs really well. It is PlayStation 1 graphics because it's a PlayStation 1 game. But as you can see, it runs really well, even if my driving is very off. See, no stutters, nothing, just runs really well. So then once you finish that, exit your game. And then we can go into something else. Gran Turismo, Tekken, Mario, Mario Kart, Mario World. See that now, because this is a Nintendo game, this is your go forward button A. Okay, as you can see, runs flawlessly. Controls are really responsive. Like I say, there's no lag. Playing it at a funny angle though, which is a bit awkward. See, it runs really well, no issues. So we'll come out of that and we'll have a look at the other games. So these are just my favourite games, but see, you've got game rooms and RA game. These are your 2 options. So if we go into this one, it's a bit more visually pleasing. So you've got PSP, PlayStation, Nintendo DS, N64. Some of these I've not even heard of before. Atari 2600, which I used to have. Dreamcast. Famicom, which is Nintendo. Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. MAME, Homebrew. Old school like Nintendo LCD games. Mega Drive, everything. And once you go into these, let's pick a Mega Drive. And you've got pages and pages and pages of games. But you can go sideways and it skips pages and it just goes on and on and on. So you could imagine this is going to give you hours of fun, or someone hours of fun for Christmas. And also you can plug it into HDMI which I'll do in a second, and you can play it on the screen or the TV. So it is just like playing an old school game. But as you can see, I love it. I think it's such a great idea. I was a bit skeptical at first on the build quality and the battery and stuff, but now I've had a couple of them. Like I say, this is such a great machine. There you go. Right, okay, so as you can see from that, runs really well. Such a great little machine. I love it. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to connect it to the HDMI of my second monitor to kind of show you how it works on a separate screen. Okay, right, so I've got into kind of handheld mode here. Again, works perfectly. Let's just pick a game from my favourites. Super Mario Brothers. There you go. It's kind of hard playing one-handed because I'm having to... Oh, messed up. There you go. Yeah, playing one-handed, left-handed is very awkward. But as you can see, runs really well. No problems. Now I'm just thinking, can I beat this level left-handed, one-handed on its own? And the answer to that is yes. So then, but again, it runs exactly how it would in handheld mode. I've not tried any of the PlayStation or more powerful games on here. Let's have a look. I used to play this game a lot when I was younger on PC. It was one of the first games we got on that PC when we had it. Well, when it was a fast enough PC to run games. Right, so now I've got to try and play this one-handed. Actually, all I'm going to do is just show you there it is. It's not bad for one-handed, left-handed as well. I think that's enough for me attempting to play that. So as you can see from that, such a great little machine, and definitely, I think if you can get one in the sale for mid-30s, including the other games, definitely go with it. When I gave my other one to my brother, he was like, I'm not going to play it, there's no point in giving it to me. And I've been told by his girlfriend he doesn't put it down. So for someone who claimed he will not play it, hasn't stopped playing it. It's a great little console. You can just pick it up if you've got 5 minutes, if you're on a train, on a bus, even just sat there waiting. It's not massively, it's not oversized like my Steam Deck. I love the Steam Deck, but it's just too big. It's not really a portable device. You can play it anywhere, but you can't really take it anywhere. Where this easily just fits in your back pocket or in your bag. Loading times are really good, does it straight away. Battery life's very good as well from what I've kind of experienced over the last few weeks. 100% definitely, probably one of my favourite ever purchases from AliExpress. And I only ordered it just because I saw it advertised. I have seen these before, but I've never really delved into them. And I play this more than my Steam Deck. I play this more than my Xbox, to be totally fair with you. 100% definitely recommend it, guys. So yes, that's my top tip for Christmas coming up. We've got loads of videos in the pipeline. We're still building the Natural History Museum, which is currently on the table just there. I think we're halfway through it, I think. What else have we got? We've got 3 or 4 other Lego sets, got Technique sets, got some clothes, some more watches. I've got another YouTube order going in tomorrow, although I'm not really sure what I'm going to be getting yet. So let me know if there's anything you want me to review. I'm happy to add stuff to the list if it's, like I say, if it's something that appeals to me. But if you need, like I say, if you're struggling to find this, what I will do is I'm going to put the link to this store in the comments below, because it won't shut down because it's the official store. But that's where I bought mine from, and it took 8 days. So if you get in there in the next couple of weeks, you still will get this for Christmas. So that's my review done, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.